Side made this?
This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies is true first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real. This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies is true first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rant to the Real, the pod where real niggas get on here and rant. This is the #1 podcast in the top 50. No need to look that up. Google is wrong. They're stealing your data right now. I keep telling you, stop trusting them. I am your host, Uncle Trav, the hardest working in the world at everything I do. I forgot what I say. I'm the hardest working podcast in the world. It just ends at that. You know what? Because it's the truth. Nothing is more truer than that. We took a break last week. Last week, we took a break. You guys were probably looking like, where is that? Is he late? Is he fucking up again? Nah. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was late. Very late. It got to the point where I only had one thing written down in my notes. And then I had two. Remember I told y'all a couple weeks ago that bitch be yelling and she be breaking shit? She's doing it right now. So it catches my attention because, like, the window's open and I can hear her annoying ass. Anyways, we took a break. We wasn't in Bob's Diner yesterday. You know what I mean? We're no longer the president, so we're not in the White Oval Office anymore. So we got a chance to just take a break, soak in the sunshine, enjoy the days off. So, well, at least the rainy days. We had a chance to just move a little bit slower. So I took my opportunity to move slower. Realistically, the only day I can really record these is maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. It truly depends on how Saturday goes. So 9 times out of 10, this happens Monday, usually Monday night or Monday afternoon, and then bam, I'm usually up late editing, and then if it comes out late, because let's say the upload is at 10 a.m., it's usually late because of internet issues. It's not usually on my end. It's like I got it uploading to YouTube, everything's done, and then this shit want to move really slow, so it doesn't finish uploading until 1. When realistically it should have been done before 10, but whatever happened. So usually we fourth quarter balling. Like right now, we're not fourth quarter balling. We more like second quarter balling. We got time. The dog is in here, so you're going to hear her make a lot of noise. It is what it is. So yeah, I was just like, I got to the fourth quarter. I was like, I'm not going to be able to record this. I got nothing written down. We're taking a break. We're taking some time off. We get some topics. We won't feel like, oh, I'm behind. I need to rush. So I didn't want to put out bullshit. I realized, I think around episode 50, that I didn't want to put out bullshit anymore. I didn't want to put out shit audio. I didn't want to put out shit podcasts. I didn't want to put out shit topics. So, granted, you're not going to always get Lamborghini, but you'll at least get Mercedes. You know what I mean? Like, I won't give you bullshit, but I'm not. Some days you probably won't get what you used to. And then when it comes to the interviews, I can't control that. Some of them niggas is just boring. It is what it is. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't know if y'all noticed, but when I be in the interview, I be bored as fuck. Because it's like, once you It's crazy when you ask someone an open-ended question and they somehow find a way to close it with less than 10 words. And then it's like, all right, cool. The hour-long worth of questions I have for you, we breeze through them shits in 5 minutes. So a lot of that shit is just like, I'm winging it. It come out boring as shit, and I'd be like, damn, I can't control the fact that just dumb niggas is just boring people. It is what it is, and I'm not targeting specific people. It's just like, I don't know. The last 10 interviews I've done has just been boring. Niggas just ain't got a fucking interesting thing to talk about, and then just be like, why do y'all hit me if y'all don't have words? You know what I mean? Like, and the shit that kills me is like, you niggas want to be famous. Like, that's y'all goal. Because there's no such thing as a rich, unknown rapper. Like, somebody gonna know who the fuck you is. You're gonna have a fan base. You're gonna be in the limelight. You're gonna have paparazzi. People gonna follow you around. People gonna want to know who you are. If you scared of a fucking camera, if that's your kryptonite, it's like, then what's the point? Like, you truly think this shit is just all music videos and bad bitches? It's not. I don't know what be going through these niggas' heads sometimes. I genuinely be lost. Like, what's your goal here? Like, what are you aiming to do? And I don't be knowing, so can't help niggas. But enough with the boring stuff. Let's get into the fun stuff. I personally think, I could be wrong, I think respect your elders is just code for let them get away with it. Or let them have it. You know what I mean? Like, one of your elders, whoever they are, grandma, granddad, auntie, uncle, your mom, your dad, they said some bullshit. They did some bullshit. And they know what they did. And respect your elders is that, like, yo, just let them have it. Just they got it. Fuck it. I think that's what respect your elders means. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're a little nigga and you wildin', sometimes a little nigga gotta be told you wildin'. Chill. But, like, when you wildin', you just get told, yo, chill. It's different. You ever notice, like, when you, like, not being normal, you tripping, you really get told that. Like, nigga, you tripping, chill out. You know what I mean? This ain't you. But you ever notice, like, when you kind of, like, standing up for yourself because whoever says some straight up dumb shit and you like, nah, and they like, respect your elders. I think that's, like, code word for, like, nigga, I'm older than you, let me have this. It's like a status check. It's like little nigga, you a grunt. I'm the sergeant type shit. You know what I mean? I noticed they do that shit at work. That's not respect your elders. It's usually they be like, oh, this is a senior level conversation with an entry level person or some shit like that. So that's usually the code word for, like, respect your elders. And it's like, nah, nigga, you just dumb. And you mad because you got called out on it and you don't want to admit you being dumb. We having a drunk pod today. We don't usually do those. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like drinking like that no more. The shit, like, the feeling has faded. I never was a smoker. I never did drugs. So the only thing that I could do is, like, you know, have a little sip. But I don't like doing that shit either now. It's like, ew, can we just, like, nah. But today, I was feeling it. So, what went wrong? And, like, I don't know. Once you, like, take a pause and you step back and you, like, you know what I mean? Don't touch this shit for, like, 3 months. The shit hits you fast. You know what I mean? I'm cut number 2. And I'm like, yeah, we feel good. We feel great. We feel wonderful. That's actually a quote from What About Bob? I feel good, I feel great, I feel wonderful. All right, back to it though. Like I said, I think respect your elders is code word for let me have it. You know what I mean? I fucked up, but I'm not about to tell you I fucked up. So I'm just going to try to trump card your ass. Like, I got the ultimate say-so. Like, truly think back on it. That's the only time this shit get used. It's like when you, like, you basically done told them niggas, like, yo, you retarded. That's not what this is. That's not what that is. And then they like, respect your elders. Nah. You know what's crazy is, it takes, I think it took this generation to, like, let people know, like, older doesn't mean wiser. Like, sometimes your 80-year-old granddad's a fucking idiot. And it's okay. But we're not going to sit here and pretend like what you just said wasn't some absolute dumb shit. We're not just going to walk past it. Like, we got to sit here and acknowledge what you said was dumb. What you did was dumb. And I got to tell you, shit was dumb. You know what I mean? If it hurt your feelings, if it hurt your pride, you got to take that on the chin. Sometimes you got to take L's on the bunny, and it is what it is. It sucks, but you won't say or do that dumb shit again. And I ain't gonna lie. It usually be the older men that say that dumb shit, respect your elders. Or it be them uneducated women. Educated women and men don't say that dumb shit. It usually be ignorant motherfuckers that say that dumb shit. But it just be like, you said some dumb shit. And now you just don't want to, like, admit it. So now you just you just 10-toed the fuck down on it, the dumb shit you said. But I'm still not letting you slide on that dumb shit. I'm still gonna let you know, yeah, like, that was dumb. Fucking idiot. I noticed that a lot when I used to work in the city. They'd say that dumb shit, and they'd be like, me correcting you isn't respect. It's not disrespect. I'm actually helping you become a better you, because you really just said some stupid, egregious shit, or you did some stupid, egregious shit, and I'm letting you know. You know what's crazy is, I left the city and went to the county because, like, I was done with, like, dumb motherfuckers, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go to the county. I'm going to get away from the stupidity. It won't be there. No. The county is just rich, dumb motherfuckers. So I left poor, dumb motherfuckers to just go to rich, dumb motherfuckers, which makes it even worse because they got money and they dumb. And it's like, you make $500,000 to $1 million a year. How are you this fucking dumb, but yet so smart? Because, like, the average Joe not making that much money, so you must know something, right? I understand money don't mean smart. Not equating it. But it's like you obviously know how to get to a certain level of money that most people won't ever see. But in the same breath, how are you this fucking dumb? Okay. Leave the county. I'm like, I'm going to go to this job. I'm going to be away from idiots. All it did was put me back to the broke, dumb motherfuckers. But now they in a confined space. It's not like whatever I see them, whatever they, call. No. I know that on Thursday I'm going to see this dumb motherfucker for 4 or 5 hours without fail. Before it was like, I see him, I probably won't ever see him. No, I know for a fact Thursday at 1:30 I will see said idiot. Shit is crazy. You know what? I've realized, or maybe I'm just in my head. Now that I got this tint, truck's tinted out, it's really dark. I feel like that's when people make the bigger effort to look in harder. It's like when I was in the fishbowl, they could see whatever. Now that they can't see, I feel like they work twice as hard to look in and see. And especially the homeless. It's like, all right, cool. I'm stuck at the red light. They come up to the window and they just like, why are you touching my glass? Now, I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to be the bad guy. I'm going to be the one you want to sue, you want to fight. You know what I mean? You're going to be telling the cops to lock him up. When I fuck you up because you got your hands on my glass. I don't like when people touch the glass. There's no reason to inside or out. Don't touch the fucking glass. There's no need to touch the glass. Especially when you looking. You don't need to, that's a different sense. You know what I mean? Like, looking does not involve touching. Don't touch the glass. So it's like, all right, boom. Niggas touch the glass on some binocular shit. Like, why? Why y'all that bold? Like, you niggas ain't scared to die or something? You don't know what's on the other side of this. I'm not an aggressive, violent person, but I can't speak for the person behind me. I can't speak for the person tomorrow. I can't speak for the person that I might let borrow the truck and then, you feel me, they having a bad day. What is you touching people's glass for? And then the homeless people that be in the middle of the road just be so bold. Like, oncoming traffic, they don't give a fuck. They'll walk across the expressway. Slowly, chest held high, looking up. Why? And like, majority of y'all have been hit before. I know this because I've taken you to wherever you needed to go because you were hit by a car. It's not like y'all call a lawyer. It's not like y'all make a big stink and get the money. So why move like I'm untouchable? What made you think you was untrustable? Because it could not have been the drugs. Please tell me it's not the drugs. What made you think I'm invincible? I'll just walk across this street. I'm invincible. I'm going to just roll up to people's cars. Y'all can't even defend yourselves from other versions of yourselves. Why do you think that regular people is okay to fuck with? You ever see like the one homeless person get beat up by another aggressive homeless person and they just take their shit? I know you had to see it because I see it all the fucking time down the street. It's this camp up here under the bridge of homeless people, and it's like another camp down there, and then they'll walk over and take the other people's shit and walk back. So it's like, I'm so fucked up that no one gave me no money. I ain't got no tent or whatever. I'm going to walk down to the other people that's so fucked up. Well, because they have a tent, I'm going to take their tent and go back to my homeless spot. And then them same people who got their tent took will try to fight the person in the car because they ain't give them no dollar. So they could probably go buy another tent. But it's like, yeah, you got to defend your own shit before you go starting to fight other people because your shit got took. Don't shoot me, shoot the nigga that shot you. You know what I mean? You see it? I don't know how y'all don't see it because I see it all the fucking time. Maybe y'all just don't see it for what it is, but like, when them, it literally be on some raid type shit. Like, them niggas would be literally on Portland and will walk to Hudson, take them people's shit, and then walk back to Portland. And I see this all at the red light. So there's no way y'all don't see this. And then when you end up, it's like, all right, boom, I'm going down Hudson. I'll spin back, do my thing to go back up Hudson because I don't need to be in Irondequoit no more. And you'll see them same homeless people right there in the middle of the motherfucking street. And they just, why are you touching my glass, bro? Your hands is unclean. You know what? There's only two things that piss me off more than anything. Unclean hands and dirty clothes on the bed. Those are the two things that will immediately set me off and send me into a fury. An unrealistic fury, because it's like, why your hands dirty? Water is everywhere in America. There's no reason why your hands should be dirty. There's an abundance of water. Even if you got to take it from the fire hydrant, your hands should not be dirty. Second, why are you getting into bed with dirty clothes? It's another thing that kills me, especially at this job. People will come to work in their pajamas. I already think that's crazy because, like, respect your last name. You know what I mean? Respect yourself. Even if you don't respect your family, respect yourself. Why are you coming outside in pajamas? Fuck it. You're a grown man or woman, do your thing. Here's the part that bothers me. Is y'all will work however long it is they work. This place is filthy. There's dust everywhere. The shit that they deal with is dirty. Everything is filthy. There's not a single clean thing in this building. All right, cool. You bust your ass for however long it is you scheduled to work. You got out of bed in them pajamas. I know y'all did. You didn't put pajamas on. You got out of bed in those pajamas. I'm going to roll the dice and say you didn't even brush your teeth or wash your face. You hopped out of bed, turned your swag on, came to work. Not going to say we haven't done it before, but that's more like some high school shit. Hop out of bed, turn your swag on, go to school. All right, cool. You came to work. You work. You mean to tell me after you done sweated, worked, touched all this filthy shit, had people touching you, you took the bus, you took an Uber, and then you went home and got into bed in them same filthy clothes? You are disgusting. That bothers me. I know you got back into bed. You got under them sheets and you got cozy and went to sleep. That is insane. You got all them fucking germs and spirits following you around and you just hopped in the bed like, it's all okay. And then you came back to work in them same pajamas, as I know, because I see yo. The shit be bothering me because that shit is slack. Like, I get it. Sometimes Monday you was rushing, or, it's a Wednesday, you was moving fast, kids got to get on the bus, whatever. But you begin to tell me, as an adult, you got out of bed, fuck the morning hygiene routine ritual, then change clothes. Like, all right, cool. Let's say you running late. You at least change clothes. No, you hopped out of bed, turned your swag on. Didn't even change clothes. Didn't brush your teeth. Didn't wash your face. Didn't do shit. You got to be to work at 8. You hopped out the bed at 7. Hopped on the bus. Boom. Brrr. Then you walked for 10 minutes down the street, because they walk. You worked for 8 hours. Came home and hopped in that same bed with them same fucking clothes. That is disgusting. It's vile. Hell no. And you mean to tell me, let's say, I give you the benefit of the doubt. Hop out your bed, turn your swag on, brush your teeth, wash your face, don't change clothes, go to work, hop on the bus or Uber, get to work your 8 hours, go home, take a shower, change into more pajamas. That is nefarious. That is vociferous. Because at this point, why didn't you just change? Because you could have put those same pajamas back on. Now you dirty the set of pajamas to put on another set of pajamas. Like, let's be real. How many pajamas you got? I'm not a pajama nigga. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't have pajamas. You know what I mean? I got a pair of sweatpants or some basketball shorts that I said, you know what? I'm never wearing out the house. I'm just sleeping in these bad hoes. And let's be real, I got like 4 of them. I'm not wearing them shits out the house to go to work because now my 4 cut down to 3. That's just insane work to me. Like, you should not go in public with pajamas on. Like, the bonnet shit really kills me. Men and women. Like, that shit really blows my mind. Like, I don't care how crazy your hair look. Ponytail that motherfucker. I will go to, you know what I mean, with the nappy, dirty ponytail before I wear a motherfucking bonnet or do-rag. But that's just me. I respect my last name. But I usually let the bonnet and the ponytail slide. Fuck it. Maybe it is a tragedy under that motherfucker. But the pajamas, I can't let it slide. And it's not because, the shit just look bad, but it's more on some the shit just dirty. And you telling the whole world I'm dirty. Fuck it. I'm not going to change my clothes. I'm not going to You didn't wash your face. If you brush your teeth, you didn't wash your face. I know you didn't. Because you didn't hop out your bed, not change your clothes, and you brushed your teeth, washed your face, flossed, did all that shit. No, you ain't do all that. Then you came to work, and then I know you hopped in the bed with the same clothes because some of y'all come back to work in the same pajamas from the night before. So you just a filth monster. It's a circle. Because there's no way you took a shower, and put the same fucking clothes back on. Nah, you just... At that point, now I gotta wonder, like, is you okay? Is you safe? Is you good? Is your water on? Do you need help? Can I hook you up with some services? Like, I get it. I'm not shitting on you if that's the case, because I done been there. Sometimes real niggas ain't got water. But to not change your clothes is vociferous. Like, at least... I've been in high school. I remember having like 4 pairs of pants and 10 hoodies. You keep them pants and you rotate the hoodie. I get it. But hell no. At least change out of the pajamas. This shit wild. You got these white people looking at y'all like, should they work here? Enough about dumb people and homeless motherfuckers. Let's talk about the rich. There's this robot that they made, the Neo Home robot. You can purchase it now, and then next year is when you get it, which is insane because, like, you're buying it now and getting it later. All right. If you want to buy it outright, it's $20K. Around, I think it's 20 or 25K, something like that. Not cheap, but it's not super expensive when you think about it. Like you get like this robot that's in your house. Or let's say you don't want to fully buy it. It's $500 a month. I truly want to know what happens when you don't pay that $500. Like, do they brick the robot? Because I know they could. Do they try to repo it? Like, do they hit your door like Rent-A-Center would and they just be aggressive and find ways to get in? Do they just say, fuck it, and hit your credit for the 20 bands and let you rock out? Is it a rent to own? Because, like, $500 a month is... It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Let me see here. So 500 times 12, that's 6K. Let's say you do it. 4 years, you've already paid more than what that robot's worth. So, is it worth it? Is it worth it? All right. Pricey robot. Never miss a payment. You make a payment, whatever the case may be. I want to know what happens if you don't make that payment. Like, do I have to pay the $500 a month before the shit comes? Or do I pay the $500 after it comes? And then right now, it's a $200 deposit. So you got to put the $200 down to reserve a spot to get picked. Is that refundable or not? Because what if I don't get picked? I mean, I guess people who, like, I don't want to say penny pinching, because I'm not penny pinching. I'm not living check to check, but I'm also not, like, I'm also one bad check away from being fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with riding what I got until the next check come, but if that next check don't come, I'm going to be, hold on. Why isn't it hit? You know what I mean? Oh, it is fully refundable. Because I'm on the website and I'm looking at this fucking creepy ass thing. It only has eyes. It doesn't have a mouth. It doesn't have a smile. I'm going to upload a picture. It doesn't have anything but fucking eyes. Like, I don't know. This thing just looks like iRobot or some, like... It just looks like something that might kill you in your sleep. Like Skynet or something. Right? So you got this creepy pasta robot thing in your house. It's $4.99 a month for a subscription, or $20,000, and you gotta put $200 down today. But it is a fully refundable deposit. So if you don't get picked, you do get your $200 back. All right. In a sense, this genderless robot seems like a cool idea. Like you get this little house butler thing. Here's the problem that I have with this robot. The clinker. Here's my problem. Is that it can only do a few things on its own, right? So it can open the door. You can tell it to open the door, it can do that. I believe you can tell it to do... It's another thing, I can't remember what it was. I watched the video. It's like one more other thing you can tell it to do, and it'll just do it. After that, the more complex tasks like folding clothes, washing dishes, making the bed, it's human controlled. So that means someone that they pay puts on a VR headset, because this is what they told us and what they showed us in the video. They put the headset on and they control the robot to do those mundane tasks. Washing dishes, folding clothes, making the bed, taking the dogs out, all that good shit, right? At what point don't you just get it made? Because for $500 a month, that's pricey. The average, that's more of the middle class. That's not middle class. That's upper middle class to higher class. To like, you probably had a $20K in your bank, but you don't want to. But maybe like that's your savings. So you just say fuck it. I'll just do the $500 a month. I could afford it. You know what I mean? That's upper middle class to high end class. Like you maybe $100 of shy of hitting high end class, right? So then you in the high end class, fuck it, $20K, I made that in an hour. I'll just make it back. So you feel me? This is one of these products that you trade time for money. Don't get me wrong. That's how I think about things. I trade time for money. You know what I mean? Like, will I be able to either make more money or have more time to do X, Y, Z if I spend a few dollars? I'm tripping. It's money for time. That's what it is. I said it backwards. You trade money for time. Because you trade time for money working a job. You trade money for time so you don't have to do said job. Yeah, I mean, you pay someone to cut your lawn so you can make more money. Or sometimes it's like, it's more beneficial if somebody else do it. That's what it is. So it's more beneficial if said robot does it, right? So at this price point, it boils down to think $20K for an additional 15, I can pay somebody to do this shit for a year. Or an additional 20, and I can just pay someone to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I can just pay shit, I really hope that didn't fuck with the audio. I could just pay a nanny or whatever, or butler, or maybe the local high school kids to just do this. Versus I have this robot that can do it, but there's a human element. And this is one of these products where, like, you spend a lot of money and don't get very much in return. Like, it'll self-charge. It's only good for 4 hours. It knows when it's dying, so it'll just go to the charger and stand in this thing. Not gonna lie to you, that's gonna creep you the fuck out. Just in your living room, you come downstairs, this fucking thing standing there. In the dark, and there's 3 colors. There's tan. I want to say this is gray and brown. Fucking brown. Okay. Okay. You got the robot. It's doing stuff. And this is just like Tesla self-driving mode. Like, the shit is all beta. People have to be willing to let people experience and learn and let the car figure out how to do it, because the car doesn't have enough experience doing it. So there's a certain point where you like, you know what, I'm cool with whatever happening. And for 20 bands or 500 a month, you're basically saying I'm cool with being the guinea pig for this experiment. I like this idea. And I like the idea if you didn't have to be the guinea pig, if there was no human element, if the fact that the shit just worked out of the box. But the fact that you have to basically be the guinea pig for the second gen or maybe the third gen, and probably the fifth gen is when they get it fully right and it no longer needs human elements, because think about it, folding clothes is a complex task. But you also are giving this company access to your home. I don't know about you, but every job that I ever worked at, there's always a rule because somebody fucked up. Every rule exists because someone fucked up. Like, when I worked in the city, there was a rule that you couldn't make a hammock on the top rail in the back of the truck. Why is that a rule? Because someone did it and broke the top of the truck. Who thinks, like, oh, you know what? I'm in a back alley. Let me take a sheet, tie it end to end, and make me a little hammock. Insane. It shouldn't have to be told not to do that, because you just should know not to do that. So you have this robot that they obviously take over when you need it to. They use the computer, they use the cameras in the eyes to do the task that you want it to do. At what point does someone fuck up? What if someone breaks some shit? Like, let's say they washing dishes and break one. Is that their fault? Or what if, you getting it on with your significant other and the robot walking by and they just be on some perv shit? Because the shit don't got no fucking face. The shit is creepy. I can't. I'm gonna show y'all the faceless pic, and I'm gonna show you the full pic. I'm only gonna show y'all on brown. But this shit is wild. It just, like, why would you want this in your house for $20K? If I can afford this, I probably can afford a human to do this. Because at this point, realistically, we all know that the people controlling this robot to do this shit is not American citizens trying to make $1. No. They outsource this shit to some people in India doing this bitch for $5 a day. Let's be real. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. That's who's controlling this motherfucking robot. And at what point does this turn into some Skynet shit? Like, you want this in your house? I wouldn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't want this thing around my family, my dogs, nothing. I would put this in a warehouse. Like, if I had a studio, I had this thing just open the studio door. That's all I need you to do. Just open the fucking door. I put the charger by the door too, so it wouldn't even have to unplug from the charger. It could just. That's all I would buy this for. This is a huge invasion of privacy just waiting to happen. I would not want this in my house. $20 fucking bands, yo. And then I feel like this also comes with a hidden fee. Like, all right, cool. The $500 a month people, because I told you there's someone that sits behind this camera and operates it to do the more difficult, complex tasks, right? So let's say you actually want this thing to wash dishes, because it can. It has like rubber hands and feet and shit. the people that pay the subscription obviously are going to be, they're going to get the people to do the thing they want because it's a subscription-based thing. They're going to pay for it. The people who pay the 20 bands, do they still have to, is there a subscription attached to it? Like, it's also, you got to pay an additional $200 to get the, you want the dishwashing component? Nah, you got to pay for that. Or is it just included? Because, like, it's only 3% of Americans that can afford this fucking thing. So, I'm going to be nice to say 10. Let's say 10% of Americans can afford this. And maybe 25% of the entire world can afford this. I just don't see it. I'm lost. You got to show it to me. You got to break this one down. Who is this for? You guys got to watch the demo on YouTube. It's a 10-minute demo, but, like, just watch it. Who is this for? Because it's all an experimental device. And for $20K, that's a big ask for an experiment. I couldn't get behind it. That's a big ask. Yo, we gonna get up out of here. We gonna call it a day. I usually give y'all politics, and more politics. Your favorite president ain't really doing shit right now, so we'll take that as a blessing. He ain't doing shit right now. We'll take it as a win. We'll chalk it up as, maybe he got other shit on his plate. We'll call it. We'll just leave it as is. Yeah, he'll do something next week or something. But yeah, nothing super crazy going on. But as we spin into Y3K, iRobot, Skynet, it's coming to fruition. This right here is an episode of Black Mirror waiting to happen. This shit is wild. But as we descend into madness, the world keeps burning as we keep locking up illegal immigrants or legal. I'll be here to tell it to you all, report it all, and show you the trueness. But tune in next week, y'all. We're going to have more content. We're going to have great content. We're going to have better content. Maybe we'll do a guest. Maybe we'll do an interview. Who knows? It's how I feel. It's up in the air. But tune in next week, y'all.